Low. Let's see how things are working. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, today we need to work on a UI system. We currently are making a chess platformer game. I just got the edge climbing working, so you can get up on edges like that. It's quite nice. It's going to be a bit of a puzzle platformer. Okay, wait. Okay, that's perfect. 1 second, just adjusting my view of the chat. So, it's a pretty simple puzzle platformer, but all I really have is like one little test room, which I think the game is... Oh wait, actually, before I do UI, there's one other thing I have to do. These, the ranged pieces, like the rook, the queen, and the bishop, you have to go an exact distance to move. And if you see, if I try and move through this pawn, it doesn't work because I did it for the rook. But if I try it with the queen, yeah, I can just jump right through. Same with the bishop. So I'm gonna have to fix that first, actually. Let's, okay. So, I'm gonna go about fixing that one, which actually shouldn't be that bad because for the bishop, okay, wait. Oh no, this is the enemy bishop. We need to check the player bishop. Wait 1 second here. Almost forgot about the music. I don't know. Let's see if this is sounding good. I'm just gonna pull up the stream to just take a look. First stream, so I'm gonna be adjusting quite a few things. I think -40 works better. Let's try that out. Okay. A little bit quieter. This seems to be... that seems to be about good. Okay, you guys can let me know if it's ever not ideal. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're checking each position that the bishop can move to and making sure it's empty. So really all we have to change here so it moves 3, wait, Bishop only moves 3 tiles, is that right? One, two, three. Oh yeah, it is 3. Okay, so the last one we want to check generally if it's anything in the collision array, but then for the 2 before it, if we just also check if there's an enemy there, then it will fail to do the actual movement if there's an enemy in the way. So if we go down here, and perfect, we cannot go through enemies anymore. And now I just gotta carry over both the bishop and the knight concepts. Sorry, this music's a bit distracting. Especially when I'm trying to talk, which you know I don't usually have to do while I'm coding, but since now we're streaming, okay, that should be a bit better. So now we got the rook and the bishop movement, so they can't go through pieces. Just need to carry that over to the queen, which should be really easy to do for the bishop, because really all we're doing here is doing a yeah, we're doing a check, 2 checks, so we just add the word enemy here, and now it works for the queen. But it still need to do the rook, which rook is a lot more code, because currently what we're doing for the rook movement is, well, what we were doing before is it was one line. It would basically check along. God, I need to be like Thor, basically. Just pull up like MS Paint. Actually, I know I have Ace Sprite. So what we did before is, let's say, no, not continuous. This is our bishop right here, and our hazards were in red. Actually, let me just pull up the square tool. So there's a hazard there, and then orange can be an enemy. We would check with a little line from the player and say, if there's nothing on this line, then we move. But this only checks for environment, and if we carried this over to check for enemies too, then it would check for enemies, and then if there was an enemy it wouldn't move, which most of the time would be fine. But if we land on an enemy to capture them, it would still collide with an enemy, so it wouldn't allow the movement. So you have to allow the line checking for any blocks and do that collision line, but then in the last space that we're going to end up at, we got to check if that one is an enemy. So there's going to be 2 separate things. Checking one for blocks, and then another separate check on this square to see if this is an enemy. And then we'll check it off if it is. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's the basic concept. We can mostly copy over the rook code and copy paste that. Just gotta slightly adjust some numbers. Everything else should be the same except for the actual movement. Well, except for the conditions we're checking. Okay. Gonna check if place. So that's the collision array. We're gonna check if we're standing on top of a block because we have to be grounded for this. Well, actually. Okay, no, we already do that check above. We're doing that check up there already, so we actually only need to put that down, and then we can do tab that all out for readability. Let's see here. So we don't need to check if we're standing on something because we do that check above. Oh. We do that originally to get into any of the rook movement. And wider does not equal 0 in collision line. So since the movement is 1 less, we're going to take 1 off of here. It was 64, but now it's going to be 58. No, that is not how you do math. 48. And then we're no longer checking at 80, but we're checking at 64 because we're using the 1 less movement. And then we're going to carry the same thing over here. 48. This will be dropped down to 64 because the movement is 1 less on the queen for balancing purposes. 64 and collision line 48. Okay, seems like our parentheses are 1 off. I don't know where we miscounted. Do we have extra? Wait. If wider, okay. I may need to F12 and just stretch this. Okay, so these are all the different conditions in which we can move horizontally, so those are all working. Okay, this should be good. Jump cooldown 45, gravity creep jump. Okay, let's see. Let's go, we can't move through it. And then if we try... Okay, wait. Oh, it's gonna be a little hard. Let me need to test the diagonal too, so we're just gonna take you, turn off snap because I don't know why it's on in the first place. And then, okay, actually no, you're not gonna work. If we take a rook, this will be much easier. Not the player rook, we're trying to kill enemies here. Okay, and then if we start here, we can just do a quick test. Perfect. Oh, that's the king. But it works. The movement will fail if Wait. That's not right. Okay, that's interesting. Horizontal movement as a whole just doesn't work. Oh, and oh wait, okay, that's stupid. Okay, downward works, diagonal up, and diagonal down works. Does your... Okay, these are not... Okay, his lateral movement works well. So it seems to just be queen lateral movement. Let's see why that's messed up. It's a bit interesting. So... Okay, I think it's probably because... I'm actually not entirely sure on this one. So I basically copy pasted over the code for that. $48, $64. $64, $48, collision line, that's good. Queen jump is false. Highlight. Move failed. Pointer does not equal 0. Ah, oops. Oops again. This is interesting. Okay. So why is lateral movement not working? X equals... So something's failing here when the x dir is not 0. Wider does not equal... Okay, so it's going to skip this one and it'll go to one of these two. Just going to make sure the... Oh, wait. Or... Wait, it seems like the parentheses are set up wrong. Or that, or... Wait. Okay, that's probably it, honestly. Maybe. One misplaced parenthesis. Will it solve our issues? No, it will not. It's interesting. So I think the parenthesis was misplaced because we're gonna do so we want to check if this is true or if this whole statement or if this whole statement. So that should all be contained inside this thing, which it is, and each of these should be self-contained in itself. So that's working. The question is why the movement isn't working. Okay, so these two are effectively checking the same thing. If collision line of my grid coordinate to the grid coordinate plus 48 times the sine of exter, which, yeah, that's the same thing we're using down there. There's no one, and there's nothing at the place 64 ahead of the exter. The enemy is in the right spots. We only want to check for enemies in the collision lines, not in the place meetings. Let's create layer. If wider does not equal 0. Okay, wait. I'm a little lost. How is this not working? Okay, the stream's looking good, which is good. Huh. Wait. Of course it's not working. You're only checking if they're for vertical directions. Wait. The issue was never the collision checks. It's the fact that I'm only checking. What am I doing? Dir mod 90 equals 0. So we want to see if it's divisible by 90, and the remainder will be 0. So that's just checking if it's divisible by 90. So at wait, oh, or we're gonna want to know if the dir is 0, or if, or why did I write another if? Or dir equals 0, because 0's. I don't really know how mod works with 0, but I feel like that's just a safe thing to put in there. It's working. Now we test. Okay, that fails. That's good. We want failure. And then if we take you out and put pawn here, and we go right under him. If we go up, it should fail. Perfect. Now if we kill him and try to go up, works great. Perfect. Oh, look at those clean kills. It's so satisfying. It's kind of weird. Okay. So that's working. We got movement perfected basically at this point, unless I want to try the clamping movement, but I kind of like the puzzle aspect of the non-clamp. I would just do like whole level rewrites if I change that midway through. That's like my biggest fear, is that one thing. Is because currently, what we've got going for the movement, I'll show you guys, is if you jump up, it always goes that distance. But if I'm here, see how I still go 1, 2, 3, 4 up? If I'm here, I don't go any because the fourth is blocked off. So you either have to go the max distance or no distance at all. Which is, I think, good for like a puzzle aspect, and this is going to be a puzzle platformer. Like in normal chess you could just move infinitely, but I think that's kind of bad design for the platformer, because then there's really no, well, then the gravity really isn't as impactful, and then there's no reason to use like a bishop or a knight, bishop or a rook when you have the queen, because the queen is the same as both of them except for the movement is one less. And you get a double jump ability, so you can kind of combo, get more height. You can do fun tricks like going up and then jumping down for the kill. Get under here, jump up there with the knight, up there, over here. You go up, and then I just love using the queen. Bishop's fun too, because in here you're kind of stuck, except for a rook can get you out, right? It can't get you out that way because it's too small. So what you can do is if you get up here, you have a bishop, you can just go through there. If you try that same maneuver with a queen, it's not going to reach because the queen goes one tile less. Which is why I kind of like this movement with like the non-clamping. Like, I guess the range is still available there, but then if the bishop could hit walls the same as the queen, then there'd be no reason to ever use the queen except the double jump, which I guess is kind of reason in itself, because you get like the extra height and the extra mobility with it. But as you can see on the hotbar, I have the pawn locked off, and that's something I'm going to use to kind of focus on that puzzle aspect. But, anyways, oh, that feels so much cleaner, being able to get up on edges. If we just go there, like, oh yes, being able to actually get onto that edge. Oh wait, actually you could do that before. Here is what I mean. I made it on. And you don't run all the way into whoever's standing there. You actually can't use the double jump in air unless you did a first jump, so you can't just do like a falling jump. Okay. So movement is done. What we need now is like a main menu in UI. Which, do we want to do UI yet? Because... I feel like UI is too, like, final to be working on. Okay, I could do, like, a pause menu and stuff. I'm probably gonna steal... Oh wait, no, not this pause menu, because I condensed it to save on lines of code. That video will be coming out soon. But what we can do... One second. Just gotta do one thing before I forget. Schedule. What is it? Friday at... Okay, so we need to add a pause menu. I forgot if I put this one in a script. Save and load, that's pretty simple. Should be an obj pause. Yes, there it is. Hop back over here. Put this in here. And then take some more code from the create event. Really, I'm not coding, I'm just copy pasting. Whoops. Okay. Oh wait, actually, this does not go in here, this goes in the draw event. Because we are doing drawing in here. Okay. Surface exists, pause surface. If cam room does not equal 3. Pause surface. Else pause surface creates surface. Someday we will get a viewer. Surface create viewport view H. Draw shot alpha if cam room does not equal 3. do an update in here. If instance exists, obj camera. We'll add a camera object soon so we can do scrolling inside the levels. I swear we just listened to this song. So if there's a camera, then we're gonna set my x equal to obj camera dot my x, my y equals obj camera dot my y. So we'll update the x and y position to do all this drawing and such at. Oh, we already have this. Activate. Do that, then we reset the surface target. If buffer exists, pop surface buffer, buffer delete. Okay, audio. If unpausing, we're gonna surface exists, pause surface, surface free. A little note there for activations in the future. Okay. Nope, not a note. Alt O for object, perfect. I always forget the function. There's a function to get the camera we're using. I always forget what it's called. View get camera. Pretty easy. I feel like I should have been able to come up with that. Anyways. Nope, wrong project. We just reopened the same thing. Okay, this is the one, yeah. Room 1, we're gonna activate viewport. Oh, it is already active. 416 by 240. Or 16 by 40. Quite the irregular dimensions I'm working with. So I wanted to be a little bit bigger. I decided to divide by 3 instead of 4. From 1280 by 720. And do a bit of rounding too to make it divisible by 16. so the tile set would fit nicely and such. Okay. This may or may not work. I already have an OBJ pause, OBJ camera. UI, put that down. Yeah, thought that might happen. Oh yeah, we need to set the my x equals 0, my y equals 0. Oh yeah, we did not implement the save game. Pausing and saving, it's like, they're not like hard, it's just like I do them the same way every time, so it's just much easier to copy paste. I haven't talked this much in so long. How much code can we copy paste? A lot. But should just be the saving and pausing, because I already did. Well, it's not really an inventory, it's a hotbar, I guess. It's a hotbar without any inventory functionality. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Save inventory, save enemies, save gates, save activate teleporters, save discovered, save camera position. We're just gonna need to save one thing. Player base x equals x, y equals y. Nice and simple. Then I'm gonna go down to x with OBJ. We're going to do this with the player. At its most bare bones, this is all we really need for a save load. I hope. Okay, cam room. Why are we still accessing that variable? Because it does not exist. We don't need to set those, we have a width and height. Okay. Now we try once more. we're zooming, which is not ideal. It's probably because we're doing, yeah, 416 by 240. Is what the dimensions need to be. And then if we try that again, you might need to do this 0.25. I'm just gonna assume it's going off the viewport dimension, so in that case we need to do 0.33. Yeah. Six three should be enough, I hope. Howdy. Okay. It's kind of funny. You can see he fell behind the real one. But, so that's working. The pause surface is good, except for it's not deactivating. So we need to fix that. Nope, that does not work. Okay, so we need to make sure we're doing the deactivations. If paused, we're going to save the game, do all this. Okay, we only need to deactivate the instances once, so we should do that. Not me is true. And then else, if unpausing, we're gonna just activate everyone. Perfect. Da 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 da. Don't. Okay. So this works great. Pausing works good. You need to have some options on the pause menu though, because currently just kind of does this, which works, but you need to like be able to go back to the home menu or do whatever else. So what do we need to do here? We need to create some pause buttons. Yes, my demonstration to nobody. Going to load. Oh yeah, this one actually looked quite nice. I don't know if I want to switch this palette like again, but like also I definitely could. What would we do? Let's say black and white. Okay, what color pieces would look good on here? Okay, this is not at all. Drawing these pieces is so annoying, especially the pawn. I struggled so much with that one. Fix that. Okay. Oh wait, actually this background needs to be black. So what would be good for... Okay, blue, that actually looks quite nice. And we can do red, blue versus red, that works. Green? Ooh, these are all like, these all work. Let's see here, if we do a little dither, pretending like I know how to do art here. Dun, dun. Hey, what if I dither the entire piece? Wait. kind of like a neat checkerboard pattern. No dither. But this can be our new palette. Attempt number 3 at making a palette. This is probably why people say don't make your art originally, because you change it like 80 times to make it look good. But actually the funny thing is I think this is like the first game I've done this on, because usually I'm happy the first time, but just not this time. I just cannot seem to nail this palette because it's so like simple, so the colors matter so much more. Because like in a regular game, yeah, the colors matter, but like there's literally only one color in each piece. Like, I don't know, it feels a lot more important to pick a good color rather than in a game where there's like 8 colors in your main character. If it like looks pretty good, I'm just happy. But here it's like, does the one color for your piece look good? And if not, then you kind of failed. But I think this one color is good. Just like I thought the last 2 one colors were good. So we'll see how this one turns out. Okay, what do I want the base color for the good guys to be? Blue is a nice... Okay, wait. That's the enemy piece. And right next to it, we want a comparison with the good piece. Blue could work. Light blue, that's a nice stark contrast. Green. Purple. Imagine if the piece... Is that even be possible? There's definitely a way to do it. Make the piece white and then black when the background is white. I'm trying to think about that now. It'd probably have to use a shader. I swear I've listened to this song like 3 times. Okay, the light blue, the gold. These all work. I think this light blue is the best one though. 0099 dB. Great hex color. Do that. Store color. Okay. And now we can just breeze through this. Edit image. Get that. Fill. Edit. Get our stored color. Fill. So the other nice thing about palette changing on this is it's pretty simple because everything's like one color, because you don't really use many colors for a chess piece. Like, I guess I could do some shading, but it's 16 by 16, that just seems excessive. And now we check again. Okay, let's work on that tile set, because it, oh, that's just so glum. FEEE5. FFEEE5. It's not white, but it's almost white. And then this one, 1C 162D. Let's see, 162D. And we're gonna fill that in. It's a little bit brighter, which already looks a little happier than before. We had a very dark color palette going. Got our dark green, light green. can pull out the darker green. Okay. And then the brown we might just keep. Okay, that is way like brighter and happier, and I kind of like it. Kind of like this. Kill you, and kill you. Oh, there's just something so fun about the playtest, which makes me hopeful that this could be an actual good game. Okay, what other color options did we have for this? I don't love the player, but I don't hate it either. Okay, I might just do like the skin option, because if there's skins, then... Okay, I like how much brighter and happier this is, because before it was like so like dead, and now it's like so happy. Just the brighter colors just breathe so much life into this. Forget how much color can do. Hi. Goodbye. Just gonna play around with some other variations of like the starting room and just see where we get. Let's take out the tiles. Let's do, okay, so currently it's only really like single layer enemies, but what if I had an easy kill bishop right here? But you can't kill him because someone has line of sight to him, so they're gonna kill you. It's the kind of complexity I haven't really explored yet. So if we do a bit of that, he doesn't have line of sight one way, but he does the other way. And then if we just kind of put a rook up here, he's gonna be pretty defended except for from right here, and then you'll access that. We'll have, oh, let's say we give you, this is a very simple example. Hopefully I'll be able to set up more complex stuff. If we could put you here, then you're gonna make it so you can't go here or here. Wait. Or here, yeah. I just want that one blocked off mainly. And then if we go to collision tiles and just put bishop. Let's just test this just like this. Let's assume there's something keeping that bishop safe. So I know I can't go here, so I gotta go there. I know I can't go there. Gotta do the little jump up there. Gotta go diagonally up and then across. That'll get the kill on the queen. And then if I want to get this bishop, probably go from behind. Oh, that I was not expecting. So let's say I probably give you a rook, a knight, and a king on this one. Do the rook across, king up here. Actually, just rook at knight might be enough. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's not going to be enough to get across. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have to go up there and fall underneath his arc, which seems rather difficult. Yeah, because if you move straight away, you're dead. The thing is that, oh, I like that. The enemies can't see through them and kill you, which is good. But I did code it correctly where as soon as you kill the guy, you're dead. It's a trap. Can't do that. Gotta go up with him. Again, again. King's honestly kind of crazy. Okay, that's definitely the way to kill him. But then if I give you a queen instantly, then you kind of just... Okay, maybe you don't just... Wait, did he kill me? Okay, maybe queen doesn't make it as easy as I thought it would. Okay, queen doesn't really help except for on the bishop kill. So if you had a queen... Queen and king is all you need to kill this level. Queen to jump across that, king for that kill. Oof. King. I'm gonna go with the king up again. Go for that kill. Dead. We've done it. Okay. I'm liking this. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, oh. Oh. Where's the lock on the pawn? Okay, there it is. But if we die... If we die, it goes away? Wait. Oh, because the room restart won't run create events again? Or it won't? Wait. Oh, I put it as a persistent object, the pause. So that one won't rerun on room restart. Nah, okay, yeah, now we're fine. Can't do that. Nice. Okay. More complexity for fun. I like that I'm getting distracted from working on my own game by playing my game. Okay, I do that every time I make a game though, so this might not be like some like crazy thing about like why the game's awesome. Can't kill that one until you kill da-da. Oh, wait, I just got a new idea. If I put a rook right here. Actually, not even a rook. A king. Right there. And then we put this under there. Now this level might be a little bit harder. We can't go up for that kill. Actually. Okay, yeah, we cannot go up for that kill. What we can do... Okay, since... Oh, that knight has line of sight there, so that could be an issue. King has line of sight there. Okay, wait. If we wanted that to be possible, we're gonna have to do a bit of adjustments. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, right there. That should be solvable. Maybe. We'll see. Oh. Can't do that. Can't do that. Do that. Then if we go up here, then do that. Can't get within one tile of you. We'd have to dive bomb in. Which is surely possible. Oh wait, that's so doable. Okay, and then we go up for that kill. Up, up, and down for that kill. Down for that one. Over for that one. Oof. So close. Over here, up, 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 down, down, up. Oh, okay, one tile off. Just need to hit that a little bit earlier. Up, down. Kill you. Oh, little bit faster reaction time. Come on. Yes, we cleared it. Dude, okay, I like this. Like a lot. Okay, more complexity, because that's always fun. Okay, if we go and add this here, he's got another layer of protection. But this guy... How is he protected? He's not, but he kills you if you walk to the right. So we'll actually start you one over so a little mouse drift doesn't kill you, because that feels like unfair gameplay. Oh, wait, you can't do that. You have to move over one. Do that. But you actually can't kill him. Huh. Ooh, this is hurting my brain. I like it. Okay, that's one too far on the horizontal. Okay. So, I don't think that's a possible kill. You can't knight to knight. You can actually never kill a piece with itself. Even the pawn. That's interesting. So he's not possible to kill unless we allowed for a diagonal kill from there, which we probably should, because I don't see any other way to kill. Just gonna scratch that off. Okay, looks a little funky, but adds protection to the bishop, so you'll think you're safe to get him, and then you go up and then you're like, oh, rook. And you take out the rook, and then you take out the rook and these guys. This is good. No, we're gonna need to go diagonal there. Can't even do that. Jump across again, up, across, up, diagonally down, kill him. Oh, I went too far over. Nope. Too far. It's the thing, it doesn't feel unfair, which is good. I feel like I removed the unfairness with that, like, if the drifting after you landed, that feels unfair. This just feels like, oh, I messed up. I shouldn't have walked there. Which is a lot better. You want that feeling rather than the, this game is dumb and the mechanics don't tailor to how I would play it. Unfair. He's dead. And that's it. Cleared again! More complexity. You can never have a piece protect itself either. Because then, well, then you can never kill the piece. See, like this, that'd be unkillable. Because it's a knight protecting a knight. But knight is actually the only thing that can kill a queen. Because the enemy queens have infinite range. So that one won't work. Shit. Reaction time. Gotta be under the knight when you do that move. It's like a stealth game. That's how it feels. That's like, it's a stealth game. It's stealth gravity chess. Huh. That sounds like a horrible description, but it's actually really accurate. Ooh. What would this do? Actually, nothing good. Because you have to fall into him to kill him. So if I did this, that would be doable. Ooh. Wait, I like this. And then you can't kill him until you kill him, and you can't kill him until you kill him. That's really what the whole game is, but isn't that really what chess is? Ooh. Okay, I want to beat this now. I'm gonna go across here, up there. Oh. Didn't get the... Is this man on a special layer or something? Why are you not disappearing? Oh, he's on the UI layer. It's kind of creepy, even just floating out in front. Okay. Up, down, across. It's not even like memorization, it's just Flow. You can just look at the board. You actually can't kill him yet, though. Ooh, okay, wait. Oh, we can go... Okay. Well, we're gonna need to live for a second if we want to do much of anything. I love them all like coming into place because afterwards I'm just invisible, but the other pieces can still see me, so they'll just like move, which looks really cool. At least I think, even though it's like technically a bug. Bugs make good game design. Oof. Can't go there. It's not even a space like considered to be like not in. Oh. Got a time to jump. We need the diagonal there. Hi. Yeah, that's actually kind of fair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was. That's a sketchy way to get a kill. Hey. Okay. No, we were so close. Okay, wait. This is doable. Oof. Okay, we need to get down on the king squares where you can go up for the kill. Ooh. Wait, no, we can't. Actually. Go here, down. Ooh. Come on. Down, across, up, over, up, down, across, king up, over, up, attack, down, kill you. Yes! This is so fun. I feel like I'm like faking this. Like, you can't be having this much fun. No. Why are you laughing? Like, the satisfaction is crazy after you like you set up the perfect set of moves and like, oh, I think this game might be good. Okay, so 0 viewers all day, but hope everyone watching this VOD, which may also be 0, enjoyed the stream. I'm having quite a lot of fun with this game demo. I'll be working on it more. I think I'd be more motivated to stream for longer, assuming there was viewers, but you know, we'll get there. Maybe after I post my short. we'll see how that one goes. Toodaloo.